Hey guys, so I just want to start off by wishing everyone a happy new year. I know it's been a while since the last video. I think that was August of last year, where I would have spoken about posting more regularly as well as achieving some lifting goals that I had in mind. I know that I didn't quite follow through with that, and I want to use this video to take accountability for what happened in 2025 and recap some of it as well. And I think that we should use this opportunity to set up what we're trying to achieve for 2026. So on the accountability front, I think I could safely say that I didn't achieve what I wanted to in the lifting goals, and that would have come down to the lack of consistency in going to the gym. There would have been maybe I think a couple stretches where I would have gone to the gym for like a week, 2 weeks, sometimes even 3 weeks consistently, and then I think there was a period in time where I didn't go to the gym for even like a month or two. So it's fair to say that the one thing that I need to work on for this year is that consistency, and I think if I can get that going, then we can definitely start achieving some of those lifting goals. The other item on the accountability front would be the posting on social media. And anybody who knows me knows that I don't really post on social media as often. It's not really my thing. I think this year what I'll try to do is I'll try to at least post a picture to my story whenever I'm going to the gym, whenever I go to cricket practice, anything like fitness related. Try to do that more often, and that should get me in the groove of trying to make like these videos a little bit more often as well. I think the first thing to start with is the gym and the goals that we had set in the last video. One of the things that I would have mentioned was moving from 100 to 150 pounds in the deadlift. That weight is not including the bar. So I was actually able to get the deadlift from the 100 up to 110 because I was consistent for a little period of time. Then when it came to the bench press, I wasn't able to move from the 70 to 100. I didn't move at all because I was so inconsistent. It didn't allow me the time to develop the confidence in the form to be able to tell myself, okay, I feel comfortable now to raise the weight a little bit. That ultimately was the downfall, and I feel like that's a big improvement that I can make for this coming year. The other item I wanted to talk about in the recap is my cricket practice. I thought that I was pretty consistent with it because straight from when I had made the video in August until maybe the week before Christmas, I would have gone to practice every single week. I think we had it on like Wednesday or Thursday in the week, and I would have made sure that I got myself there. If it's one thing, that was a good form of cardio because we're practicing in the nets, we bowling and batting for like 2 hours. So I think that there actually shows that I could make a commitment to something and follow through. So I was really proud about that. But I think I need to find a way to adopt that mentality towards going to the gym. I know that cricket is something that I enjoy, and maybe I need to find a way to make going to the gym a little bit more enjoyable other than, looking for the results at the end of the day. Also, since we're doing a recap, I thought it would be pretty nice to utilize some of the videos that I would have taken in the gym and just show you guys some of the exercises that I would have been doing, as well as some clips from cricket practice where I would have been batting and stuff. After we finish with the highlights, I think we'll move on to what's the plans for 2026. So I hope you all enjoy. you guys enjoyed that little compilation that I would have put together. So now let's talk about 2026 and what's the plans going forward. One of the things that I thought was a great idea is putting together a Google spreadsheet. I'm going to use that to track my workouts, as well as I'll make that available to you guys to see, so that you guys could see how I'm going and you could comment on the videos. You can message me on Instagram and tell me, hey, get back on the horse, or you're looking like you're doing real good there. Whatever the case is, I want to use it to like log the sessions, log my progress in terms of what weights are lifting and so on, and kind of keep an idea of what the consistency of me going to the gym or going to cricket practice or going to take a run looks like. And actually what I'll do is I'll make a video in the future about the Google spreadsheet itself, and I'll drop the link in the comments. So we'll check that out in another video. The one thing I want to highlight about this is we're trying to build a system that keeps us accountable, or keeps me accountable, even when the motivation is low. So in 2026, there are 3 main goals that I set out for myself. One is we're going to be revisiting those lifting goals, and I'll tell you right now what they are. So we're aiming for the 150 again, the deadlift, and the 100 in the bench press. And we're going to try to achieve those goals by June. I've already gotten up back to the 110 in the deadlift based on the work that I did already for the year. So I prepped and I'm ready to go, and we're going to get it this time. The second goal that I have set for myself is I actually want to take the second half of the year and start training for a 5K. It's just always been something of a goal for me to get a decent time in a 5K, because a couple of years ago I would have been actually training with one of my friends, and we would have gone down to Brian Lara Academy there and run a thing, and I think I had gotten a 5K time to be around half an hour or so, which I find is pretty good. I know people probably do it faster than that, but that's a time that I would be very happy with doing right now. Also, I'll definitely participate in a 5K, maybe even a few, and what I'll do is I'll make a couple of videos on it, show like what the packages look like for anybody who doesn't know, just the whole process. I want to document the whole process and take you guys along for the journey, and I think that will be a fun thing to do in 2026. And the last goal is probably a little bit of a combination of two. On top of the training that I'm going to be doing, I definitely want to improve on my diet. I find like it was real bad last year, and I want to place some emphasis on sleep and recovery. You know, I just want to have better habits and just try to be better all the time and try to keep track of it and see where I can improve. What I'll be doing in the future is I'll create some videos maybe on some of the meals that I'm having, just, you know, for fun. The thing about it is that I'm vegetarian, so there may be some people out there who vegetarian and trying to find some meals when they're training, what they eat. Then might have some people who I know fast and they don't know what to eat during that period of time. And then in terms of sleep and recovery, I have something coming up for that, and I don't want to sell it out as yet, but it's definitely gonna be something that's interesting and something that I've been using for years now to track it, but it's time that I take it more seriously. Alright, so last but not least, before I close off this video, I just want to say to you guys, like, this is not about trying to be perfect. It's not about pretending that everything is gonna go nice. It's about trying to document everything honestly, take you all on this journey, try to develop consistency, and I think mainly for me is about tracking the progress that I make and trying to be more accountable to myself and, well, I guess to you guys by extension. So if you are on a similar journey, or you already went through something similar to what it is that I am trying to put myself through, stick around. We're gonna have more uploads. I look forward to the comments, the recommendations, the questions, everything. And look out, we'll be back soon. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me, and I'll see you guys. Bye.